Well, guys, here we are. Welcome to the Only Child Review yet again. It is nice to be back. This is the first time we've kicked it by our lonesome in a while. I've really enjoyed hanging out with a lot of my friends and family on here and discussing the ways of life, the way we all live on here. And it's been good. I've really enjoyed it. In case you've missed it, my wife and I discussed marriage, my mom and I discussed motherhood, Dad and I likewise discussed fatherhood. I've really enjoyed it. They've said that they've enjoyed it and they seem to enjoy it, so that's cool. I hope you guys have enjoyed it as well. Okay, as you can see, it's actually snowing. Behind me, you can't really see it so much. But that's Little Rock, actually. For those of you who've not been, that is actually Little Rock. We are at a new place that is more or less an overlook. It's a gorgeous place, and I thought we'd go ahead and check out this beautiful snowy day together and really take advantage of the opportunity we've got here. So, because things are so snowy, I'm not going to sit down, but I'm not really going to walk either. And since you can't really see downtown as much as I'd like, I'm going to go ahead and go to my usual spot up here. Today's discussion is going to be safety. Safety, of course, comes in all forms. It takes shape in lights on your bike so that people can see you in the dark. What else? Safety. It comes in dances, apparently. It's your chance. Wait, the safety dance is your chance. Anyway. Yes, the point is, safety is an issue and it's important. And people have different feelings on it and what it really is, what it means. And really, of course, you have this, it's often the one thing that parents and kids don't tend to agree upon. What one party views as safe, the other does not, and likewise. Though, anecdotally speaking, there was this one time my dad, back in Moscow, my dad actually, over at Gorky Park, they had available for private use. That is, for a hefty chunk of change, you could actually go over to the guy with this big rubber band known as a bungee cord and say, hey man, go ahead and get this box up in the air so I can jump off for like 100 feet. It was really smooth. Dad actually asked me if I wanted to do this thing. I think it wasn't a birthday. I think it was a special occasion because I had a bunch of friends around. Anyway, the point is, I didn't do it because I thought it'd be a sweet way to go out, but I was so young. I was like 15. I don't want to go out at 15. So I didn't. The cool thing too, and this is important to note, because regulations are not, or they weren't in Moscow, what they were in other places in Europe. Not that it's a part of Europe, but you know what I'm saying. And so they actually had this hook on the ground that a guy, you'd tie the bungee to your back and then the remainder of the bungee to this pad on the ground, this hook, and the guy would cover it up with his foot. And then, of course, as the machine that you would normally jump off of at the top went further up and hit its peak, they would, of course, give this a downward. Hey guys, we're good. And the guy would actually lift off with his foot, and you would actually fly up from the ground. It looked fantastic. That's what I wanted to do. But cracking my head on the bottom of, a metal cage 100 feet in the air, again, not my way to go. Excuse me, pardon. Okay, so safety. Excuse me. For a few weeks now, as you know, the discussions we've had here on the show have been reflected in the forums by way of the forums on my site, the everyone section of my site. And they've been your opportunity to present your own opinions and thoughts on what we discuss here on TOCR, or the Only Child Review. So today's, or should I say this week's discussion point is safety, and here are my 4 possibilities that I'm presenting to myself. Now mind you, I wrote these, so it's a little more difficult for me to answer any one of these with any distinction. So these are clearly all my own brain children, and so I'm going to answer them all essentially in roundabout ways. Anyway, safety is an impossibility. It doesn't exist. Safety is a necessity. Can't live without it. Got to have it in order to really securely live at all. Safety is in numbers. The more, the better. The safer. And finally, safety is solitude. Self-sufficiency is the only way. These are the things that are up for grab. I'm having to hold you. It's been very technically challenging, some of this. I want you guys to catch the snow, but I don't want it to get all up in your space so that all you see is water drops. It's tricky. I'm new to all this, So safety.